Assalamu alaikum. Today in this session I am welcoming all the interested fish farmers of different areas of Indo-Pak subcontinent. Today I will just discuss about the function or the utility of rice straw. Rice straw, it is the part of the rice plant when it is cut during the harvesting time, and the rice are attached to this portion, and by different systems rice is separated from the straw, and this is rice straw. It is known as the cattle feed of mainly the cow and the buffaloes, but we can use it in the fish culture easily. I described the function of the straw in Bangla Bengali post of me. Today, for the convenience, I will try to describe you in English. Firstly, the function or the utility of the rice straw is that when it is given in a pond, if anybody maintain the grass carp or putti, and if there be any deficiency of grass, then we can mitigate with the uh, deficiency of grass by the use of straw. That is, it is not dried straw, it will be taken by any grass carp or putti. But from my practice, I am telling from my practice. It will be somewhat, when it will be somewhat wet, then it will be very easy for a grass carp or putti as feed. Grass carp and putti feed on different type of grasses, aquatic vegetations, and it in scarcity of grass we can use it also. Nextly, the function of straw, we can use it as the organic manure in our pond, and this is the most safest. I think this is the most safest organic manure, which is the origin of many things else, and which can be cause of many positive effect or impact of for the fish culture. Firstly, we can tell it, when it become wet in a water body, just I will take it and drop it, and if I want to have the prompt action, then I will just hold the hand or by just depressing it to make it wet, and I will release it. Firstly, what happens? Within 4 hours, the secretion or the extracts of straw start to release, and this secretion or the extract of the straw is the cause of creation of zooplankton. That is, the extract of straw is the exceptional source of zooplankton, and this zooplankton is highly fed by the all sorts of all size of fishes, and it is very much palatable and agreeable, as because this zooplankton cannot grow more and more. And after that, within 2 or 3 days, this part of the straw here, the periphyton is organic vegetation, we can say it it grows on the any vegetation that is in the present in the water body, that is in it may be branches of anything, or the grasses, or the suppose the branch of coconut, date tree, or mango, like the uh, fish friendly any type of grass or branch of any trees. When it is dropped in water, then a sleepy material that we feel, which is known as periphyton. Periphyton is a combination of phytoplankton, zooplankton, mollusk, and invertebrates on different type of aquatic organisms, which is sleepy, somewhat sleepy. You can see the what is periphyton. It is highly protein in nature, and it is exclusively uh, font. It's exclusively a feed which fish like very much. So the Periphyton, it also helps in the supply of feed. First one is extract, creates the zooplankton. Second one is Periphyton on it, and day after day and hour after hour, it starts and it continues to release its extract, and the continuous release of extract, which is become the source of the creation of different type of zooplankton, and which is the mainly proteinous feed of fish. And nextly, I will gradually tell this, and I will tell it another thing. And then when it starts to rotting, you know, half rotten or semi rotten straw is very much fond of rui fish as feed. That is rui, labio rohita like it very much. That is semi decomposed straw. And when it become completely rotten, and it exists not in a straw form, it exists just like separated fibrous something else, which is very much uh, fond of mrigala and katla as the feed. And in the total process, this straw supplies in different stages of its decomposition. It releases the extract which creates the different type of zooplankton. And mostly interesting that use of grasses or green manures, we get zooplankton, but the zooplankton created by those elements like the jute or the grass or the green manure, the zooplankton become, if it not be consumed by any fish, it become larger and larger, and in which case the sorry, in which case the appendages of this zooplankton become hard, and then it sometimes it competes with the fishes regarding oxygen. You will see that the fulfilling all the conditions of a pond, but it may found that deficiency of oxygen is occur. Then you may ensure or you may confirm that there are some organisms, those are present in the pond, which are consuming the oxygen beyond your notice. These are the zooplanktons. It is happened only in case of larger zooplanktons, but in case of use of this straw, it will not possible that the zooplankton creates or originates. Is it in its entire life, it's a smaller one, and the most just hatchlings, starting from the just hatchlings to any size of fish, they also like this zooplankton. These are the mainly biological aspect of straw. And the another aspects, suppose if your pond be a muddy pond, that is the water become very much turbid and it is not possible to make it free or uh, like light color, having the light green color of water, and sometimes it may be reddish or this color also, that is highly turbid water. In a highly turbid water, if you apply this straw, you will get very fine result. That is only suppose the depth of your pond be 5 feet, around 4 feet to 6 feet. If you apply near about 500 gram to 600 gram per decimal. Decimal means 435.6 square feet. This is decimal, and you can find it in Google. In such a area, it requires only 500 to 600 gram of straw, which will clear the turbid water into a fresh water. and transparent water like this, more or less, and you will be surprised of what a tremendous change that happened or that occurred in presence of the straw. And if you like to ensure the quality of a straw, the performance of the straw, we can add we can add 100 to 150 gram DAP, diammonium phosphate, per decimal, uh, uh, for a week or the year. What is the length of this service? That is the decomposition of the straw. It will require near about 22 days to 28 days for decomposition and complete the total function. These are the function. And most interesting point is that most of the farmers are different company representatives. They also provoke the farmers about the probiotic. You will be surprised to know that this part of the straw, that is the outer part of the straw, these are the full of dried probiotic. When it goes to the water, then it starts to release, or it starts its growth, or it multiply. So huge amount of probiotic that can be supplied in water, in pond water, by straw. These are the most of the most important factor also, that it is the origin of probiotic. Next one is it is its feed, and next one is it creates the zooplankton, and it's also used as the feed of different fishes at its different stages. These are the functions of straw. And mind it, there are some precautions also, that when will you preserve it in somewhere. So mind it that rainwater or any water cannot make it wet or flow water through it. So it should be maintained in a covered place. It may also be maintained in a godown, or in a store, or in a tripole, or any other protection which cannot make it wet. These are the protection. And no one, in no sense, so that he can drop the straw in exchange of half kg or 500 to 600 kg to if anybody think that if I drop it 500 gram to 600 gram, it will produce, so I want to get a vast amount of feed, natural feed. So he may think that I will drop it 5 to 6 bundle, 5 to 6 bundle. Please don't do it. Mind it, this per bundle, yeah, it may be 250 gram or 300 gram. So suppose two bundle, or 400 to 500 gram per decimal, it is the best one for this application. And this is the most safest, and the benefit of that you can preserve it around the year. A special case around the year. And as the oh, he's sharing it. As the organic manure, this is best one. Drop it, stop. And the another performance of straw is that if anybody drop the straw, the bundle of the straw, then you will be surprised to observe that a huge amount of mosquito larvae that grows in it and on it. And this mosquito larvae is very much palatable feed as a zooplankton. Mainly mosquito larvae is always used as the feed of the fish, and uh, this straw can supply such type of mosquito larvae as feed of the fish of different sizes. And another one question is that how from I got this information. One of my teacher, uh, honorable teacher Dr. Anwarul Islam,
chironomid.
Anwarul Islam sir, this he first noticed me that the in the naturally in the paddy field from where the paddy rice is harvested, then with the first rainwater, all sorts of fishes in the lowland, they accumulates in this paddy field to release their fingerlings, and from this I have noticed, and in the next time I studied it and I got this information and I applied. I myself, I am a farmer. For your kind attention, I apply this and I get this tremendous result. That is, it is also the combination of organic manure and at the same time synthetic or inorganic fertilizer. And one point it is left previously, I like to notice it. When the straw is become completely rotten and deposited in the lower part, it also helps in the create of water retention capacity of the soil or the pond. That is, water holding capacity is increased by a pond when the substances is used, because its different parts it is completely become rotten, but the exclusively fiber it is not rotting properly, and it become fine and finer particle in such a way, fine and finest particle in such a way, which helps the seepage by stopping the seepage or leakage of water from the pond. That is, it increase, that is the use of the straw increase the water retention capacity or the water holding capacity of a pond, and if you use, you will get also some result. So from my experiences, I try to apply, try to express it to you. I think and I hope that very soon I will try for the Ramadan month. I am somewhat performing this prayer. So within very few days I will post different post like this, and I hope it will be somewhat helpful to you. So thank you very much. Don't ignore the straw. Always honor it as the organic and inorganic manure, at the same time natural feed and source of feed as the source of Periphyton, and the deposition of the residual part of the straw, whether it is found that the chironomid means earthworm like organisms, those are living in the bottom of the, or the bottom part of the, or the soil part of the pond, though grows very rapidly and in a huge. So the residual part also perform the duty of organic manure for the chironomid or the earthworm type of organisms, which is very much uh, likely feed, or the feed like Rohu, mrigala, different type of fishes which like it very much. and this chironomid is highly proteinous in nature. So it is also found that the carpio or mirror carp also moving, and the rui and mrigala also moving to take this chironomid. So these are the more or less the information that I have. So I hope that you will get some information from this video, and if you show more interest, then it will be possible for me to post more and more videos. Thank you all. May Allah increase the knowledge or the experiences of all the fish farmers. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.